Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 10 will present about HPV. This is our group member, which is Adriana, Ain, Intan, which is me, Afiza, and Dila. What is HPV? HPV stands for Human Papillomavirus. It is the most frequently transmitted infection through sexual contact. It is transmitted to skin contact during sexual activity. This includes both vaginal and anal sex as well as oral sex. Condoms provide protection, but HPV could even infect areas that are not protected by a condom. This implies that the virus is still capable of spreading from person to person. Because HPV is so common, it's likely that anyone who has engaged in sexual activity has been infected with it. There are over 100 different types of HPV, which are classified as high risk or low risk. HPV types associated with cancer are known as high risk types. Most people with HPV have no symptoms and clear the virus without even realizing it. If the infection persists, it can cause changes in the body cell that can lead to cancer. Through to type 16 and 18 cause most cancer cases. HPV is the primary cause of cervical, vaginal, vulvar, anal, rectal, and penis cancers. Genital warts may develop as a result of the low-risk form of HPV. Most genital warts result from two kinds of HPV, type 6 and 11. Warts are a skin infection caused by the human papillomavirus. The infection causes rough skin color bumps on the skin.
Human papillomavirus is transmitted sexually through skin-to-skin contact. It can stimulate cell growth, which aids the virus in its lytic replication cycle. Through tiny skin breaks, the virus enters the epidermis base layer. Once inside, the virus stimulates cell growth, allowing the virus to multiply even further. As more host cells equal more variants, these viruses can oncogenically transform a non-permissive cell, resulting in uncontrolled cell growth and cancer. A pregnant woman can pass HPV to her baby during vaginal delivery. HPV can be transmitted through highly contagious warts. Brushing or combing wart-infested areas before touching other parts of the body, as well as sharing tools like combs, files, and pumice stone with wart-infested people will only help the virus to spread. The first generation of prophylactic vaccine known as Gardasil or quadrivalent human papillomavirus recombinant vaccine was approved in 2006 and was manufactured by Merck and Co. It has VLPs that contain low-risk HPV-6 and HPV-11 as well as high-risk HPV-16 and 18, which cause 90% of genital warts. Saccharomyces cerevisiae express the L1 gene to produce it. It is recommended for females and males aged 9 to 35. Cervarix is a bivalent human papillomavirus recombinant vaccine developed by GlaxoSmithKline from baculovirus-infected insect cells Trichoplosia in 2009. It contains high-risk HPV-16 and HPV-18 VLPs, which are responsible for approximately 70% of invasive cervical cancer worldwide. It is recommended for females aged 9 to 35. Gardasil-9, a nonavalent human papillomavirus recombinant vaccine manufactured by Merck and Co., is the second generation of prophylactic anti-HPV vaccine. It has VLPs for 2 low-risk HPV, 6 and 7 high-risk HPV, including HPV-11, 16, 18, 31, 33, 45, 52, and 58, which cause more than 50% of cervical cancer. It was created by combining the Saccharomyces cerevisiae express L1 gene with 500 mg AAHS as an adjuvant. It is recommended for female and males aged 9 to 45.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Adriana and I will continue about the safety of the HPV vaccine. According to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) in 2019, human papillomavirus (HPV) vaccinations have a high safety profile. HPV vaccinations were subjected to extensive safety testing before it is being approved by the US Food and Drug Administration (FDA). Gardasil-9 has been the sole HPV vaccination available in the United States since late 2016.
Prophylactic vaccine technology activates the humoral immunity and production of virus-neutralizing antibodies, mostly IgG, inhibit viruses from entering host cell and induce effective protection against HPV infection. They are manufactured using recombinant DNA technology by using HPV-L1 capsid proteins. This technology is used to create viral proteins that can self-assemble into virus-like particles, VLPs. The basis of the current HPV vaccine is the formation of virus-like particles, VLPs, from HPV surface elements. VLPs are not contagious since the virus DNA is missing from them. However, they mimic the genuine virus very well, and antibodies against with the VLPs also work against the natural virus.
Okay, next we will look at the dosage needed for HPV vaccine. The amount HPV vaccine dose is 0.5 ml, given in a 3-dose or 2-dose series depending on age at initial HPV vaccination. At initial dose at age 9 to 14 years, a second dose series is given at least 6 months apart, while people aged 15 years and older need 3 doses of the vaccine over 6 months. This is because younger people produce a stronger immune response to the vaccine. It is important to have complete doses of the vaccine to be properly protected. The protection is expected to be long-lasting and is probably lifelong.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nora Ain and today I'll present about the importance of HPV vaccination. The first point for the HPV vaccination is it the best defense in stopping HPV related cancer. As you all know, HPV vaccination can prevent cancer, and every year in the United States, HPV estimated 36,500 instances of cancer in men and women. But by controlling the infection that cause this cancer, HPV vaccination can avert 33,700 cancer. The second point is it can train your immune system to be resilient to HPV. HPV can cause a variety of cancer, and screening tests can only detect cervical cancer in its early stage. Other cancer caused by HPV may not be diagnosed until they are more severe. Vaccination against HPV can greatly reduce your risk of getting HPV infection, as the vaccine will help the body develop an immunity to HPV by imitating an HPV infection. The last point is it can provide long-lasting protection against HPV. According to the research, the HPV vaccine provides long-term protection against HPV. Immunization have been demonstrated to be effective for many years. Up to 9 years after vaccination, the vaccine remains immunogenic and well tolerated according to Biscanzo. Since the HPV vaccine was recommended in the United States in 2006, rates of infection, genital warts, and cervical precancer has decreased dramatically. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Now I will be presenting the last part of this presentation, which is what are the side effects and precautions of the HPV vaccine. Vaccine, like any medicine, can have side effects. Common side effects from HPV shots are mild and get better within a day or two. These include pain, redness or swelling at the site of the shot, dizziness or fainting, and headache or feeling tired. To prevent this from happen, adolescents should be seated or lying down during vaccination and for 15 minutes after getting the shots. In conclusion, the HPV vaccine are made from one piece of the virus. They are not infectious. This means that they cannot cause HPV infections or cancer. As a result, people can be confident that this vaccine will not harm them and in fact will protect them from HPV. That's all from us. Thank you.